Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and as you can see, we're going to pick up where we left off in part 2 of our beautiful, large landscape desert painting. And of course, if you've been enjoying these and you want to see more, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more painting videos. All right, let's get started. We'll start off today here by mixing a nice light highlight color. See that? Just a little bit of yellow, red, white. And I do have some clear gel medium sitting right over here. And I wouldn't normally do this, but I am going to add that to a lot of my color mixing today because our background is dry. It'll help it to go on better. You would not want to do that if your painting was wet, but this is dry. It's been actually a few weeks. I was thinking, oh, we'll just do it in, 2 weeks back to back, but things got a little crazy around here. So anyway, if you're not on the email list, then I'll kind of catch you up on what's been going on. We have finally released our acrylic paint and brush line. So this will be actually my first custom paint line. And then we've got the brushes, of course, to go with. So if you're at all interested in acrylics or you want to just give something different a try, like I do, that's kind of how I got there. I had a lot of people asking me, do you do acrylics? I said, well, not so much. So then I started playing with it and I found I like it. Obviously, I'm always going to do oils. I love oils. But hey, acrylics are fun too. If you're interested in trying something new or kind of pushing your bounds a little, give that a try. I think you'll like it. It's good paint and brushes. Now I've darkened the color just a little bit. Not a lot, just enough. I think that works right there. Let's put it up on the canvas. I haven't even done that yet. Oh yeah, that's about right. See, it's 2 or 3 shades lighter than what we got up there. So here's what I'd like to do. Set my palette down. I got my table over here. It makes life easy. And I can press on this at least for a little while till we get a whole bunch of paint everywhere. And I'd like to just come in here and highlight. This is just as much a highlight as that, but here's the deal. This rock is just physically a different color. That's why it looks this way. So this rock is just a lot darker to begin with. And so the highlight isn't quite as bright, even though it's the same amount of sun. That's kind of the theory here. So there you go. Kind of add some of this in and around. There you go. Actually, this one here could get this one's a little darker. There, looks decent. Not everything has to be these strokes. You can actually get away with some other strokes, and you should. You don't want them all to be the same. You can do little X's or whatever, broken strokes, just to create some extra texture. There. Like I said, I got that clear gel in there. That's good. Kind of helps. And let it fade to dark. You don't want to cover up all your dark. What was the point of putting it in if you're just going to cover it up? There. Actually, a little light right there. That looks decent. And maybe just stroke some of that in. Stroke. So anyway, you just play around with it. Do different colors. And then we will actually push some of this back with some beautiful, shrubs and stuff growing on top of this. Lots and lots of different things, though. Lots of textures and detail, as much as you can pack in. Now with some red, brown, and black in our 3/4 brush. And that's just all I've been using today is a 3/4 brush. You see what I did? I already worked in here, adding some dark bits. And you see how that pops? Now over here, I have not done that. So let me show you how to do it. I just come in, and I kind of find these already built-in recessed areas. And I know last time we painted, I was going to say last week, no, it was a little longer than that. Last time we painted in the blue, and I like that. We're going to do more of it later, hopefully later today. And there. I think that I'm just going to go over it for now, though, just to get some really nice dark bits in. We can still cover this with blue, and it'll still show up, no worries. There. That looks good. I like that. And see, I just go vertically, but I pull horizontally. Two strokes going. Well, 1 stroke, but see, that way you work down vertically and you pull horizontally. That way we get the proper variation in there. That's the way they really look. Don't go crazy with this, because otherwise you kind of lose all your pretty orange, but mostly just do this kind of in the recessed areas. Creates a lot more depth. A lot more depth. Build those right into the little land area there. Little bushes and trees and stuff. Well, they're tiny, short shrubs, I think. Good. Look at how that really just works. I like that. Maybe make this a little more shadowy in here. do a little more right there. Oh yeah, this is all good. Back in here a little more. So you can just do this all day. It may take you all day to do something this size, but that's what I'm going to do. It's just play around with this for a while. I'll come back when I get something new to show you. Now I'd like to go ahead and just try something new and different. You know, when you're painting stuff that you don't normally do, this is one of those things for me. It's good to experiment. And I think using the fan brush here would maybe make this easier and faster. I don't know, may not like it, may end up covering it, but I'm just going to try something. And this is what you guys should do at home. Just try different things when you're not sure what to do. Experiment around and don't be afraid to stop what you're doing if it's not working. There. So anyway, I got this done up here without the fan brush, and I thought, I wonder what the fan brush would do. So I decided to test it down here where I haven't done anything yet. It looks good. It's not great. I think it really covers a lot of area quickly though, which is great. So maybe I'll use this and then I'll clean it up with all the other brushes, and just as I did up there. Might save a little time. There. But I like that it gives me those lines, because those lines are what makes this look really pretty. There we go. I do have this thinned down with some of our clear gel, because if I don't, where's my paint? It's over here. Because if I don't, then I think it would just become too rough. There we go. Nice. Actually, I actually kind of like the way that looks. Gives it a little extra texture, maybe right in here. Cool. I'll play around with this. No, anyway, I'll use a combination of all these things to create the texture in this mountain. Plus, remember, we got to do some shading in a minute as well. Now, I'm satisfied with this area up here, and this is getting close. But then when I was looking back where you're looking, I noticed that this spot over here is looking, from about here to here, is looking kind of busy. See all these vertical lines? I think we need to combine these into, you know, maybe a couple more solid. Where's my palette? Sometimes I just get so tired of holding it, I just put it over here. But anyway, sometimes I think some of these, not sometimes, I think some of these should be made into one large area, especially from, let me see, I can't see it from this close up. Yeah, from right here. I found it from here to here, right there. Because this denotes a different mountain. It's a little lighter too. I like those white streaks that we get in there by, well, those are kind of accidental, but don't tell anybody. There. I just kind of mix up the paint very loosely, and it just comes off the brush however it chooses. And then if I don't like it, I mess with it. We can break these up, but I just really feel like this will add, and I gotta be careful where I touch now, this will add a lot better feeling to this area, I think. Then this one could be one big one. It's just not so busy that way. And now some of this will actually be, we'll have some nice, beautiful foliage and bushes and stuff, which we're gonna do in just a minute here. I gotta stop painting a mountain before I go crazy. I just thought of something that I really wanted to do here. Put these little angles in. Well, actually I have been kind of working on them, but I really want to get some ones in there that you can't miss, if you know what I mean. And I can obviously just go over these with some black. This is a little bit of black, white, and a little mud. I can go back over these if I don't like any of them, if they're too bright, or because that I managed to hit a dry spot. Probably the only dry spot up on this mountain. So anyway, you know, that came off a little too bright there. Over here it's wet, it comes off kind of dark. You know what I mean. You guys have certainly done this before, maybe not in this context, but you know what I mean. There we go. Maybe work these back. See, they're very important though that you keep these all connected. This is just simply the way that they look. Nice. And like I said, anything I don't like, I'll just go over it again. This one here. Now using the 1-inch, I'm going to go ahead and try to highlight some bushes down here. Now this green has been dry for a long time now. I do also have my filbert brush standing by. You see, I'm not too sure about the best way to do this because these bushes are very rounded, and you know, I don't know, I just don't want to go crazy with this brush. It leaves a big open texture, which is good for some things, maybe not for this thing. So I've got my filbert, but I don't want to spend 3/4 of the day on this. Oh boy, or whatever's left of it. And so maybe here's what my thought is. Maybe every once in a while I come in with my little filbert and I bring in a little more detail, and I can smudge things like that. And then sometimes I come in with this brush. I'm going to use these like that to try to get some highlight going. I do need to put some dark up and through here, which I will do in a minute. But see how I just tap this on? Nice. Okay, that's about as far as we go. Change to this brush and round them off. We can add accent highlights. You can add all sorts of random things to this. For now though, this is really going to help our painting to stand out. Make sure it's not too green. I actually need to go back and check to make sure this is not too green here pretty soon. There, maybe up in here. We'll probably just use the filbert brush up in here and just tap. There. All right, this is looking good. We're going to do this a lot. Now right in through here, I want to create a lot of little bushes. And as I do this, what I'm doing is really helping to form the shape of the mountain a little better. You know what I should do is I should not paint off to the side. I got to paint straight on. Helps me to see it. There we go. Look how nice that is. See that? Just a few bushes. Well, actually a lot of bushes. You don't want to do just, watch over here. You don't want to do just 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Ugh, don't do that. Nah, instead kind of make a combination of bushes. Each one touches another. That's my little rule. There we go. All right, let me see, that looks pretty good. You can kind of just lean back sometimes and take a look. So they kind of follow the pattern of the mountain. That's important. Now I've went ahead and ditched my big brush because these are just too small. We would never get them right for that. But you notice that this turned out pretty good. I do want to highlight that again later. Maybe today, maybe not. Actually, I'm starting to run out of time. So maybe not. I kind of thought I would get really, really far, maybe even finish, but it's just a lot of brush strokes. I'm not even sure if I'll finish the bushes today or not. I'm going to try though. I'm going to try. There. So anyway, we'll just sort of sprinkle these in and around. Do a few more up here. They really, again, just help to shape the mountain a little better. Some in here. And then some of these will highlight and some of them we won't. All right, well, this is about all the time that we're going to put into this painting today. I'm confident that we can finish it up in the next part. Also, don't forget to check out our website, DVDs, and brush line. And don't forget about the new acrylic stuff too. Thanks for watching.